Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm a clinical psychologist and welcome to my Masters. So in this short video series we'll be sharing some simple practical ideas to help parents support children with their anxiety. In this video I'll be talking about what anxiety really looks like in children, because often it doesn't always look the way we would expect it to. And the aim of today's video is to help you to recognise anxiety more clearly so you can try to respond with more understanding and less of that frustration. So many parents say things like, I keep reassuring them, it doesn't help, or they seem really angry, they're really clingy, they're refusing to do anything, or they're just not anxious. And one of the biggest challenges is that anxiety in children really very rarely looks like that kind of quiet worry that we think it will. And instead it often shows up in behaviour. So it could be meltdowns, avoidance, constant questions, needing lots and lots of reassurance, and that high emotion. And when we don't realise that anxiety is underneath, it can feel really confusing and incredibly exhausting for everybody involved. So you might wonder, why does anxiety look like this? And anxiety is your child's alarm system. So its job is to keep them safe. But sometimes that alarm goes off when there's no real danger. And when this happens, the brain switches into protect mode. So your child might fight. You might see lots of fighting with anger, with shouting, with throwing things. They might flee, so they might avoid, they might refuse, they might freeze, so they might shut down, they might withdraw from you, and none of these are choices. So what's happening is their brain is overestimating the threat and underestimating their ability to cope. And that's why in those moments logic and reassurance just don't work. Anxiety lives in the body first, not just in our thoughts. So one really helpful strategy is to try and notice and name the anxiety when it shows up. So instead of focusing first on stopping the behaviour, pause and ask yourself, could this be anxiety? Start to notice the patterns, what's happening. Does this happen around school? Does this happen around bedtime? Is it when you separate, or is it when you're in new situations? Secondly, try and name it out loud, calmly. So you might say something like, I wonder if your worry is feeling really loud today or right now. Or you might say something like, this looks like anxiety is trying to take over again. Third, respond to the feeling, not just the behaviour. That might sound something like, I can see that this feels really hard and I'm here with you. That doesn't mean removing boundaries, and that's really important. It doesn't mean fixing everything straight away. It simply helps your child to feel a bit more seen, a bit more understood, and emotionally safe. So we know that this won't work perfectly every time, and that's perfectly okay. Anxiety is really repetitive, and so is helping it, and progress is not a straight line. So even noticing anxiety after the moment has passed still really matters. In fact, it probably matters more. And each time you respond with curiosity rather than criticism, you're teaching your child that they're safe, that they're supported, and that they're loved.